and fucking stabbed him. I shit you not. Arizona. This wasn't even in Florida, guys, believe it or not.
Yeah.
All right?
Speaking of which, dude, we had an Uber driver last night who, like, essentially confessed that he had to leave Miami and move to Tampa.
Is this the strippers?
Because he started to develop, like, extreme marital problems because of his just affinity for strip clubs. And so he moved to Tampa, and then he told me in the rundown, I was like, what do you like about Tampa? And in that list is the highest number of strip clubs per capita of any city in the U.S. But then he's like, but it dilutes the talent, so they're not as good. And then he goes on more and more to say, like, you know, like he was talking about Floyd Mayweather and how he's like, Floyd, man, he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. He just finds other ways to spend his money. It's like, it couldn't be me. If it's me, it's just going all to strippers. Just all and I was like, you just love them strippers. He's like, I love them strippers.
You know what's so funny? What was so funny about how that conversation developed? He had some cowboy stuff in the car, and I was like, "Oh, you're a Cowboys fan?" He's like, "Yeah, unfortunately, we'll get them next year. We'll get them next year." And then we were just kind of talking casually, and he was like, "Yeah, I've lived here. I just moved here. Like, how many years ago? I don't remember." He said some amount of years ago. And he's like, yeah, I used to live in Miami, and we talk about things funny. He's like, they got some strip clubs here, but they got more strip clubs in Miami. They got so many strip clubs. And we were like, okay, that was unprovoked. Like, why'd you even bring that up?
No.
And then it just slowly devolved into this, 20-minute conversation where he was just, confiding in Wake about how he had this vice.
He was like, I don't even like the nice strip clubs. I like the hood ones. I like the ones no one's heard about. I like the holes in the wall. And he just kept going on about how he's like, I'd lose it all to a strip club, man. Just little by that's like where and he was complaining. He's like, cost of living's too high. It sounds like the cost of you going to strip clubs is really soaring. And then when we finally made a turn, the guy had talked so much about strip clubs, he wasn't even considering our destination. He's like, so you guys going to Charlotte's or 2001? They're both on this street. He rattled off. He was like, Charlotte, 2001, A Nude Space Odyssey. That is the name of a strip club, by the way.
And then he dropped us off at a strip club.
Yeah, and then he named 6 other strip clubs. I'm like, no, just the destination on the phone is where he's like, oh, yeah, I don't even. He legitimately was like, which strip club am I dropping you boys off at?
Dude, it was so funny. We're like, what are you talking about, bro?
No.
I just realized.
Anyways, we went to the strip club with this guy, and let me tell you something.